And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So bring it on.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expected to win no matter what. It doesn't matter if you're...
Great chance!
Well, it's safe to say, Peter, we're in the presence of defensive royalty here.
And so what is it that makes Paolo Maldini so regal?
Well, I think the fact that he almost never had to make a tackle says it all. He just doesn't need to. With him, it's all about anticipation, positioning, and reading the game superbly. There's very few who were able to do that at the highest level like him.
Threads one in, and they can counter here. Now it's Drogba. Knocks it into space. Crosses it in. Terrific header. Oh, it rattles the bar. Guardiola. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played out to the right. Lahm, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Messi picks it up out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Turns back here, probably the best option.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Lahm is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Can he finish? That was a half-decent effort.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, smashing header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
And the ball is out of play. And he was quick to react. Can he get it through? And he's running through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And here's Hullet. And this is Drogba. Vieira. Now it's Messi. Good ball, good take.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Pepe.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Knocks it out wide. Well timed, excellent interception. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Vieira. That has been slung wide. He's got away. Delivery from Mbappe. And he's heaved it away. 30 minutes gone. Not the most accurate pass. And that was nowhere near his best. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, well played. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. It's a goal kick. Hullet with a definite foul there. Vieira. Roberto Carlos.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
Vieira. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well read, nice interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Maldini. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Drogba. Cruyff. Of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Drogba, and they're quick to get it back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cruyff, Hullet. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And Messi! Oh, nice. Just not quite.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Vieira is there, and he can pick it up. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Looking for the run. Maldini. They played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And here's Messi. And he's had a hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now, can they get him away? Hullet. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Lahm. He steps in, and that's the end of that. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Lahm. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Guardiola. For Lahm. Passing nice and neat. It's come to nothing. Vieira.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Vieira. And here's Mbappe. Nice interception, well timed.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Mbappe. Oh, easy pickings there. That's a lovely, neat pass. Piqué calmly anticipates. Oh, that's a key interception. Guardiola. And it's Hullet. Pass is coming off in quick. Can he finish? It's loose now and they want to get it back. Dangerous moment avoided, only just.
Well, Peter, they're renowned for their breakaways, but you do have to be risky at times.
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 17.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 19.
Out towards the flank.
Number 10.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Vieira. Coming on the field.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Platini. Number 22.
Roberto Carlos. Roberto, up he goes! It's in! And that could well be the winner!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the man...
Oh, he's been caught napping. He has found the way through. Goes for a shot! Oh, taken with style. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. Figo. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Little pass back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played out wide. And the shot's on here. Makaleli goes down, but nothing given. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evident. So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
We have already started here. This easily the most keenly anticipated of today's games.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, demands something highly charged. Yeah, we all know who's better on paper or in the rankings, but pride and passion can be a great leveller, especially here.
Arsenal looking to pass their way through. And this is Messi. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Lahm made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. He has found a way through. Turns and goes back. Vieira receives it in a good position here. Lahm, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And this is Bale. Oh no, what has happened here? He's delivered all right! There is the breakthrough! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Chelsea have broken through, it's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Bale finds himself offside. Messi knocks it out wide.
Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Cross to the back post. Burn. Maldini does really well to win the ball there. Can he get it through? He's a sharp little ball here. He's picked his way through. Terrific hit! Oh, crossbar! Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Out towards the flank. And this is Messi. And it's Roberto Carlos. Vieira plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Quick look, then plays it in. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And he whips it across. And that's really well manoeuvred. Chelsea are looking to go forward now. Now it's Bale. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Lahm. And he was alert to it. And this... Can he finish?
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Guardiola. And it's Lahm. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And the keeper beats it away. Cruyff.
Arsenal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Roberto Carlos. It's a good spell of possession, this. Played out towards the right wing. He rises! Sticks it away! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Well seen, saw that. And there is the half-time whistle. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. And here's Hullet. Works it forward. Now he's off and running. Stood up well to him there. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Bale.
That's going in strongly.
Out to the right. That is... Oh, what has happened here? Crossed in again. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
That is good alertness. And he's intervened well there. Played out wide. Pullet demonstrating his defensive quality there. Bale. Thuram cuts out the pass. Quarter of an hour into the second half. And the shot! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Lahm, Messi, and here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Strong running down that left flank. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Thuram, Nesta, Maldini, and it's Roberto Carlos. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Cruyff, looking to play him in. Cruyff, that has been cut short. For Lahm, now it's Pullet, and he's had a shot! He has done it! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of... Decent chance! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. He can get that clear. Half an hour gone in the second half. Now it's Bale. Lahm. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Plays the return pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cross into the box. It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Arsenal got some help from Lady Luck there. They all count. That's been cut out. Well played. Guardiola. Oh, this is a very good run. Vieira. Messi. Could move up a gear here. Lahm. Vieira. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well timed, excellent interception. Guardiola. Pullet cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Vieira. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's very neat. And a chance! That's a foul, no two ways about it. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Bale. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. He came in hard, very hard. That's that, the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy Pedro Neto is a real footballing thoroughbred, Peter, and I'm a huge fan of his direct style. There's a genuine intensity and aggression in everything he does, but that doesn't seem to diminish his creative output at all. He goes for it every time.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. Ball driven towards the far post. And it's Hullet. Back in once. Header! He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
That's terrific aggression, the way he attacked the ball.
So, a breakthrough already. That is lovely. Maicon. Maicon is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Lacking in accuracy.
Cristiano Ronaldo has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
And it's Roberto Carlos. And the through ball. Shoots! He's got a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
And here's Hullet. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Ronaldo is herring after that one. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cruyff can see things others simply cannot. Look at the space here. Now there's... He's having a shot! That is delicious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here, because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Arsenal get themselves into the lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Drogba did incur the... It's a mighty effort! He has done it! They're level in a trice!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
This is quite a battle.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Cruyff crosses it in. Right in. Crossbar comes to the rescue. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Hullet. And this is Ronaldo. Can he finish? And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, that's a key interception. Lahm. Pedro Neto is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Yeah. Now it's Hullet. Oh, but there's the shot! Goal! Arsenal! And they've got their lead back. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Pedro Neto. Lahm does really well to win the ball there. And he's opted for the long pass. Threads one in.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Pedro Neto is looking to influence the game from out wide. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. So what can they make of this? Looking for the run. It's a promising position. And he's onside. Pedro Neto. And the whistle goes for half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Arsenal do lead, but it's quite a game. Half-time, 3-2. And we're underway again. Pedro Neto. It's a throw-in. And it's Lam, looking to play him in. Lam wins the duel this time. He's going to be disappointed with that. Beckham is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Maicon looking to get on the end of this. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Beckham is sporting a guilty look after that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Lam kept his eye on it, and he's there. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Maldini kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Played out wide. Beckham. Deep cross. That's a decent clearance. Here comes another cross. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's Hullet, and he's managed to get free. Roberto Carlos has... Oh, smashing header! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Beckham. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well read, nice interception. And this is Ronaldo. And he's running through. He's one on. It's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's fallen kindly here. And it's there. And they are pulling clear here.
After 73 minutes.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
And yes, it's him again. Arsenal grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Ronaldo. Oh, that's fabulous. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
It's a good foot in there. Drogba was only too happy to help out in defence.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Lahm. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Substitution in progress.
Lahm plays it in. And he's cut it out. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Out towards the flank. Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. Now it's Hullet. Can he get on the end of this? Hullet. And he's got the beating of his man. Goes for a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Substitutions taking place.
So there's going to be another change here. Cristiano Ronaldo getting the call here in what can be interpreted as a clear show of intent.
Well, this could lead to the injection of energy that might disrupt the rhythm of their opponents.
And that's aimed into the middle. Nice interception, well timed.
Will be 3 minutes added time.
And here's the chance to counter. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And here's Cruyff. In towards the back stick. Hullet. And that will be the final act. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. The action has already started. Cross flung in towards the middle. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's an imaginative pass.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's on it, can he get away? The unmissable figure of Jan Koller. No doubt where his strength lies.
No, well, if ever you wanted to show the definition of target man, It's him, the human lighthouse.
And nearer 7'6".
Yeah, with the right service, he's unplayable.
Knocks it back. Gullit absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's
Big chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Pedro Neto. Chance, surely! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. They get a throw in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That's a good run down the left. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, he's found support out wide. Messi. It's a good-looking delivery. And that's the keeper's ball. Lahm is always looking to play quality balls. And here's Gullit. Brilliantly cut out. It's a searching pass. Thuram calmly anticipates. Roberto Carlos. It's Roberto Carlos! It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Messi. Oh, nice touch. And it's Cruyff. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Collar constantly looking for the ball into the box. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's got away. Pedro Neto. Big header! Oh, it's hit the post. Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Vietnam have their second corner now. Vieira! And now they can spring out of defence. Collier. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Beckham. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Vietnam have their third corner. Vieira getting this one clear. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. And this is Ronaldo. That's a nicely shaped ball. He's through, and the shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Gorgeous, just to have the audacity to do it.
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter, to see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response.
Arsenal have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Cruyff. Chance for a shot! He's scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Oh, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
It's a throw in. He's in a great position here. And here's Hullet. Hullet! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And this could be the final action of the first half.
Messi
Plays it short. Oh, sweet feet.
Messi. In by... Oh, what a climb! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are... And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Arsenal are relentlessly steamrolling their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Beckham with the cross. Terrific header. Oh, taken with style. And they are right back within touch. Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedro Neto.
And it's Beckham. Cruyff can so cleverly bypass the press. Tries to play it through, and that could set him on his way. He's found a way through. Chance! He's got a goal! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And he's having a shot! They've scored!
It is no contest. It is a landslide.
That's just downright fabulous. Both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Roberto Carlos. And he's managed to get free. Can he finish? It's in! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Arsenal are having a ball here.
Well, that's really...
And a chance! It's a goal! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated. This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He is just caressing the ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. So much time and space here. pull it. Vietnam appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And the pass is intercepted. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Pedro Neto.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
And he has been fouled there.
Substitutions taking place.
Played out wide. Played out to the left flank. Neymar's cross.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Substitution in progress.
That's a risky ball. Oh no, what shot a goal! Has a look and place it forward. Vieira. That has been cut short. Neymar. Now it's Bale. Lam. Searching pass he's played there. Messi in acres of space out wide. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Gently done. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Pullet is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Collar. Vieira, the man synonymous with solidity. Cruyff. Oh, nicely intercepted. Beckham. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And this is Ronaldo. And this is Ronaldo.
Added minutes has been
Decent
indicated.
chance! No mistake! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Oh, that's a key interception. That's a good ball out wide. Looking for the run. Now it's Hullet. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So bring it on.
Well, what a game this is, Peter. The pressure on both sets of players is tremendous, and they're both expecting...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Ronaldo! Superb!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
That is simply terrific, finished with beautiful deftness.
Oh, Peter, it's a lovely piece of deception in shaping to whack it and then opting for a lovely little lob.
Chelsea are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They've played it short. Now it's Cruyff. Flings in across. Knocks it into space. Now it's Bale. Pull it.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Mbappe. Oh, well played, well played. That's a little off target. And this is Bale. Bale running with the ball. It's Bale! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And it's Messi. Oh, super ball. He's in a great position here. Across it goes. Pinches it off him. Backward it goes.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. In with the challenge. Now it's Bale. Distributed tidily. That's a good ball out wide. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lahm tries the cross, brilliantly cut out.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Lahm clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start.
Goes for a shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nice looking ball, chips it through. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Messi, very much a man of this moment. And he's intervened well there. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Tries to play it through. Mbappe! That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Messi.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And this is Hullet. Shoots! Buffon gets good distance on it. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Passing nice and neat. And it's Bale. Ambitious ball here. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nesta. Cruyff.
Arsenal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
That looks a good ball through. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's been taken short. Roberto Carlos.
When it's delivered.
And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Some first-half thoughts?
Haven't played that badly. Getting caught again on the counter-attack is unlikely. They're switched on to that and still very much in this game.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive. Everything you'd expect from Derby Day. Arsenal can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them. And it's 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Messi. And it's Lam. Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Messi. And they're quick to get it back. And he's gone direct here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That's a throw. Burn. Oh, good-looking ball. Lam. Great vision. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Chelsea are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, and certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
So, third corner of the game. He's got full. Burn with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Cruyff. Arsenal are ahead here by what is still the only goal. That's a sharp pass. Lam just loves to go forward whenever he can. It's come to nothing.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Vieira conjures time and space where few can. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Messi. Lam. Lam tries making a foray down the right. Nice control. He's going for goal! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well read, nice interception. Messi.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Lam. Now it's Bale. Can he get on the end of this? Lofted in. And out it comes again. Roberto Carlos. Just a quarter of an hour to play. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Foot in. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Lovely ball, chance for a shot! And that would have won it.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Arsenal get their 4th corner. And this is Roberto Carlos. Crosses it. He rises! It's a goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
And here's Cruyff. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Burn.
Cristiano Ronaldo really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Lam. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's being shifted off it. Bale. And he welcomes it in. Great chance! Unspoilen kindly here. Oh, taken with style. Deep into injury time. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Chelsea give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
I think we've got just about enough time for this free kick.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And here's Mbappe! Oh, nearly. And that will be the final act. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad. And so the calm before the storm. A game this so engraved into sporting history. These two teams have squared up so many times before. It is a rivalry whose significance has never been diluted and never ever will be. All stemming from that simple dread at the very idea of losing each to the other. Everyone here is obliged to win. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. This familiar tale ready to be retold. Cruyff. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. It's a mighty effort! Oh, he's hit the bar! Looking to go deep. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Arsenal would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Crosses it in. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Arsenal with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Roberto Carlos. Vieira.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Quality ball. Lahm, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And it's Hullet. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff. Oh, that's fabulous.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That has ended up in no man's land. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Knocks it into space. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, some tackle that. That's really well manoeuvred. So we're still where we started right now. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a cute ball. Mbappe looking to get on the end of this. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Messi. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lahm promptly onto that, and that is that. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Mbappe. Bellingham. Well, that looks a decent ball. And the shot! Off the post! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Lahm. And this is Messi. Lovely feet. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Oh, it's played into the area. Oh, important interception. Ibrahimovic, very much a man of this moment. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Just eases him off the ball. And this is Ronaldo. Vieira. Rodri. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And the pass is intercepted. Messi. Rodri. And it's Lam. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Some first half thoughts?
Arsenal were actually very good on the front foot in the first half, even if they have nothing to show for it.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive, everything you'd expect from Derby Day. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Arsenal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cruyff! It's in!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Cruyff demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So and pull it! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
There's the header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Oh, well played. He's taken that really cleanly. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Real chance! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
To be expected.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down.